Now we will discuss food transport through screw conveyors. So as I earlier discussed these different conveyors, we'll talk about these conveyors in coming lectures in more detail. So we'll discuss now screw conveyors. So as I said, they consist of a helix turning inside a circulator or U-shaped trough. So they keep on moving as a helical structure, and they keep on moving or transporting the raw materials within a processing plant. So they are suitable for powders, sticky materials, viscous products. They can be processed through screw conveyors. Then they are also useful for emptying silos of flour and powder material. So they can be utilized in silos as well. And as I earlier said, that they are enclosed systems. The screw systems are enclosed systems, so there would be less losses in them. So they are more, I would say, they are more cleaner and more suitable for sticky materials. And they are also used as metering devices as well, because we can actually control the amount of conveying material from these screw, because this can be controlled. The amount can be controlled and it can be metered. Then there could be different kinds of material that are used for these for manufacturing of these screw conveyors. Mostly they consist of stainless steel, and if it's a food processing plant, they are of course all made up of food grade stainless steel. Generally, they would be requiring higher powers for operation, and the amount or the travel distance that they can be used effectively is up to 25 meters. So this is because we cannot build very long screw conveyors, so there is a limitation to how long we can actually convey certain materials, or how long transportation of materials can take place through these screw conveyors. They are suitable for horizontal transfer, and it's also possible that they can be used for a little inclined surfaces as well. For example, up to 20-degree inclination is also possible to be utilized for transport of materials. And if we have a horizontal screw conveyor, the trough that encloses this screw, it has to be oval in nature. But if we have to use this inclined surface, then this cylindrical trough is more necessary, because there is an angle, it's not straight. So if we look at the power requirement of a screw conveyor, how much power it would need, because it has to be decided before selection of conveyors or different types of transport systems within a factory, that how much power they are going to consume. That would have effect on the economy of the final products. So we have to look at the length of the conveyor, the level of elevation that is needed. We have to look at the pitch and the speed of transport of the material. Then types of flights, what types of flights are actually used for transport material. Again, the weight of the material as well as the property of material being conveyed is also very important, because maybe if you are dealing with more sticky material, it might take a little more time than a free-flowing kind of material. Then we have to also look at the coefficient of friction between the product and material of the flight is also important. So as a general rule, if there's more friction, it would require more power to transport these materials from one place to another, and vice versa. If there's a less friction, it would be easier to transport these materials. And if we talk about the startup power for screw conveyor, it has to be a little higher than the normal operation of these motors, because once we start the motor, an initial power requirement would be higher, and once it has started its normal functioning, then there's a constant need of power that is lesser than the initial power. So this was about how we use screw conveyors for transport of materials.